And today we continue to embark over youth efforts to be able to surprise us every day, to be able to implement change on community, Egyptian community, on society, to be able to take us to another level of development, of sustainable development, to progress with the national projects, to progress with the innovations, with renovations on the structure of society. And amongst all that, in the middle of all that, we try to monitor the youth and the active groups in societal development and in civil work. And we monitored a group of youth, كوادر شبابية قيادية, or a group of youth who are actively working in society and have before worked on a very, very important event, the longest iftar table during the holy month of Ramadan was established and broke the record, of course, and it was monitored in the media outlets worldwide. And today, of course, there is another project or another initiative, which is the longest national flag worldwide. Of course, we're going to be embarking over this particular initiative or event that is going to be taking place and organized by this group of youth. And with us live here, the founder of this initiative, Mr. Ashraaf Tolba, and also the initiative official abroad, who is in charge of that initiative abroad, Mr. Yusuf Abdel Qadir. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening.
And let us first talk to the founder of this initiative. Of course, you're going to give us full detail about this amazing idea. How did it break up to you? How did it cross your minds?
First, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and thanks for your invitation.
Our pleasure.
And thanks for saying that this is amazing. Third thing, I have a clarification.
Please.
Sure. We are a group of youth that wish for better Egypt, for what our country deserves, for what our country value toward the world. We are the only country in the world that says about itself, world dad, or Dunya, world mom. World mom is Dunya. It's our Egypt. This is a huge value. I have another clarification about our group. I have Miss Hoda Saad. Hoda Saad is APLP member.
Of course, Hoda Saad is one of the prominent members of the presidential leadership program, and she is taking a lead role in that particular group, and we truly send her our greetings and our respect from where we stand here in this edition of Windows on Current Affairs. She has been a repeated member over here in this program. And she's a person who's full of ideas.
She came here for before about the longest iftar table in the world.
True.
And that was my project too. And she was part of the project with her group that called كوادر قيادية شبابية. It's her own baby, and I love this baby so much. And it actually got its birth in our project, longest iftar table in the world, under the name of مصر بتفطر في العاصمة, to promote the new capital. And she and her group were taking care of the VIP area organizing, while me and the company organizing the event were taking part of all the party and the event of the longest iftar table. Again, we're having a new protocol with Ms. Hoda Saad, and she's the vice president of the initiative worldwide. Ms. Hoda, now with her كوادر قيادية شبابية, again we have the first protocol was an initiator because Egypt now is full of initiators. A lot of initiatives has been doing and during the last 2 years. We're trying in our project actually to organize and arrange all initiatives to have one vision, one target. If anything, if you have a puzzle and every small part have a value, you cannot complete the image of the puzzle without each small part. I take it as it's in a puzzle. The puzzle is, let's say, all these parts is the initiators, the real Egyptian youth individuals and groups that.
You mean the founders, not
all the founders in Egypt for the initiators or for all initiatives. We want to be a team together, all initiators in Egypt, all founders of all initiatives. Let's focus on one target to achieve the target, and then focus on another target to achieve another target. If everyone work separately, everyone will achieve successful story, a small successful story. However, it's 100% successful story. Its power or its value will be small toward Egypt, toward the whole country. So if we all gather, power is together, and together we
the
are
teamwork.
Power. Yes, but I mean is together, to focus all of us on one target to achieve. If we achieve this, we can develop our country in 15 months. I promise this now for my family, for my friends, for my friends who passed away in love of the country. And I wish all Egyptians who are watching us now to read Al-Fatiha for them. They are the most people who loved their country, and they sacrificed really, and they passed away.
Right.
So let's all read the Fatiha for them. I hope so. That's first. Second, our country is huge, and mom of the world, we are the only country who says about itself, mom of the world. I want to have a new competition for the world, and that's our question for the whole world. If Egypt is the mom of the world, who is her husband? Who is this? So we, as national flag team, initiative of Yahya al-Alam.
Long live the national flag.
Thank you.
And long live Egypt. And let me take it from you, Ashraaf, to Yusuf
Please.
Abdel Mr. Abdel Qadir. Of course, you are in charge of this particular initiative abroad. You are the official of that particular national initiative abroad.
He came especially for this from Belgium.
He came from Belgium.
Yeah,
He
that's
paid
right.
the tickets himself.
Right.
That's
That's
right.
amazing. So you talking about Mr. Tolba talked about the teamwork and the
Yeah.
spirit of us, not me.
Passionate.
He raised a very important point, which is if we work together, we can collaborate on larger successes, not
Sure.
only small successes. And
No.
that successes could extend to outside Egypt. And it could also promote for investment. It could also be the biggest investment campaign that could promote for the real estate companies and infrastructure, and how big the projects or the mega projects in Egypt are, so that the whole world could find out about it and come to invest in Egypt. How is that related to the mega projects like the new capital, like Al Alamein, especially that there is the biggest or the only, the first and firmest one of its kind. It's a fair, a campaign that is set coinciding with this particular event. It's an exhibition that is targeting a campaign that is targeting, according to the directives of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, that is targeting investing
Egypt.
the projects of Egypt, the new projects of Egypt,
Exactly.
that the world have never heard about.
Actually, that's why I come here to Egypt, just to try to support all the wonderful youth of Egypt. I see a lot of power starting since Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, he speak in the last conference that he needs all the youth of Egypt to give them the chance to try to show all the world how is Egypt, what's our project. We have a lot of cities, we have a lot of investigation, so that's why it's very important. That's why it's very important to work all together, and it's very interesting to be in Egypt. Actually, since I came to Egypt, I work hard with Mr. Ashraaf, with Ms. Hoda Saad, with all the team of Kawader, with all the Egyptian aboard. It's we are connecting all together the whole world in 48 hours. We was ready to support Egypt for this National Day, for 6th of October, for all these wonderful projects coming to Egypt. That's why we was right now we are more than 23 country, and we promise Mr. Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, we promise all the Egyptian that we will let the whole world, all the capital of world, all the capitals in the world, they will see our flag and they will see how we love our country, the mother of the world, Egypt.
Mr. Tolba, you have, to my knowledge, you have held several protocols with the Ministry of Youth and Sports and other ministries also, so that they can collaborate and give you support and empowerment with this particular initiative. Especially that we are days away from the 8th Youth Conference, that of course is led by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
That's my dream.
Tell us about the idea. Did it strike your mind while you were working on the longest
Iftar table in the world, yes.
And then you thought of the longest national flag, and then what happened?
Okay, it's not the longest national flag. It's the largest human flag image, waving style. That's my record. Longest flag, I wish another founder to do it now. Already Alexandria is now, after we take the initiative to the like to anyone known about it, some youth in Alexandria, they already working now on a new record too for the flag, which is the largest flag, but they are doing the largest flag. I'm asking now another youth or founder to do the longest flag. I'm doing the largest human flag. I'm doing Egyptian flag birthday party. Carnaval Dunya. Carnaval Dunya. Underlined with 100 red lines. The 100 red lines under the carnival name Dunya, that we are Wulad Dunya. Dunya.
But let me tell you, after in the middle of all that, then you have an exhibition that is promoting, talking seriously about the importance and gravity of this event. You have the exhibition that is coinciding with this event, that is promoting and campaigning the huge project in the new capital, in Al Alamein city, the other huge cities everywhere.
The new capital, it's now the new, like the new capital. The new capital is like we are saying Cairo. Is we have a new Cairo, not Tagamma. No,
brand new
it's
city.
a new capital city. This is huge. Let me tell something to His Highness Mr. President, my father and youth leader worldwide. Mr. President, you are the only one now on the planet who are building 16 new sustainable cities, same time parallelly.
Mm.
This is not a record. This is not normal. This is unusual. This is super amazing.
Mm.
Okay? If we speak about USA, they cannot do this.
Mm.
If you are speaking about England, you cannot do this. If you are speaking about who else, any country in the world does not build 2 or 3 cities together. Our president and his management
Mm.
are building actually more than 16 cities, but they are announcing 16 new cities. It's not compounds. Seriously, I would love all Egyptians to focus and translate this in a book. If you write 10 pages about each new city, you will find a book, right?
Mm.
And this is one of the projects. Do you know the file of the real estate and the development, how much is it? It's $300 billion.
Mm.
Okay, if anyone can write this on his mobile calculator will not will not write the zeros. So
Mm.
I'm a marketeer. When my president and Mr. Chairman of Dunya says as a recommendation in a youth forum or a youth conference as a first recommendation with a tone of voice that he's not happy, promote or marketing country projects. And then second, he says support youth ideas. And third, he said let's integrate youth with government and support their ideas again. And then he completed the recommendations till 10 points. I took those 3 points and I took the first point. Market or do marketing for country projects. Okay, we are a country that very super talented, that half of it works in advertising and marketing, half of it working in advertising and marketing field.
Mm.
I mean every single word I'm saying. I'm one over, let's say, 10 million people works in this field.
Exactly. Let me take
And
it
when he said this,
Mm.
I'm sorry to complete this because this is really serious issue.
Mm.
By the way, every one of us known well, Mr. President, he come in his background. He's a military. He's a yeah. This is
He was
too
the
much.
Minister of Defense.
Yes, not only this. He knows very well what he is doing, how he is managing Egypt.
A patriotic character, a commitment, savior. I mean, many
He's a
things
leader.
that could be said.
Of course. So
about
when he
Mr.
says,
Mm.
let's market our projects, and he
Mm.
was not happy.
Mm.
I took this forward in the same second.
Mm.
From my bed, I remember this, I was sitting on my bed, watching my mobile.
Oh.
And
Right.
then I took this and I put it into a project on ground.
Amazing.
And I
That's very good.
left my bed and I start working. Till now,
Ah.
I work 22 hours per day.
I wish you all the luck, but we only have like 3 minutes to go, or 2 minutes only. Let me take you, Mr. Abdelader, and talk to you about the importance also of these projects in the sense of promoting for tourism. Because not only promoting for the infrastructural projects, for housing projects, for real estate development in Egypt, which is huge and booming, but also promoting for places that nobody from outside Egypt have never crossed his mind to see that in Egypt, like the new capital.
That's right.
This luxurious, professional, beautiful, charming, the highest state of art. How do you assess that as someone who is in charge of this initiative abroad?
Actually, in abroad, for sure, that's we are as Egyptian abroad, we can do a lot of things, not only in one file like real statement or tourist. It's tourism is one of the biggest markets. That we can do a lot of things because we speak a lot with everybody. I speak with my neighbor. I speak with my colleague. I speak.
Word
we
of
speak
mouth.
everywhere about Egypt, mouth to mouth. Yes, that's for sure. But the most important, for sure, that's we start to come to visit together with our friends because like this we will promote Egypt for everybody. Everybody.
Are you inviting people
Sure.
from abroad?
I know a lot of friends that since in the last 3 years they are already start to came back to Egypt, and a lot of other friends say, "Wow, it's danger. Why you are going there?" But they are very happy just to share photos in
How are
in
you going to
social
promote
media.
for this initiative? In what way? What is the system that you're using? How are you going to promote for the event?
If sorry, I just use other one. Yeah, because you know in Belgium we speak French and Dutch,
and German.
so and German. I used to speak the 3 languages, but English I don't use it for a long time. That's,
It's
for that
okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, actually in our initiative, that's we are going in with a big flag, with a very big flag everywhere in the world, and for sure in Egypt, it's in the all cities. We are going to promote that. Let the people see our cities in Egypt, not only Cairo, not Luxor, not Aswan, but they will see what is Mansoura, what is Monofea, what is Sohag. So they will be.
So you're going to talk about the
Yeah,
governorates
sure,
also?
sure.
We will go with 100-meter flag
Ah, okay.
in our national team bus. You didn't ask me until now what is the national team.
The national team.
We are doing, we are writing history after permitting. I wish to get this permission from Mr. President in the 8th conference next Saturday. If he permitted us, 73 players of culture. For the first time in the world, we are announcing Egypt is the base of the culture, the base of the history.
Okay, and what's the national team?
We're doing the flag national team. I'm the head coach of flag national team. The flag national team is promising Mr. President that we could change and develop any negative habits in Egyptians and in Egypt in 15 months only, with 73 players and their families and their friends. We want to announce from here about WWFCC, which have been created from the flag national team. The flag national team is the first national team in Egypt that actually consists of 27 cities of Egypt and 26 cities of the world that have all Egyptians there, and the management team. On top, we wish that Mr. President is our...
And let me tell you something here. So I'm so sorry because we're running out of time and we have to pack and go and the episode.
Just I wish I can attend next Saturday.
Of course, and right, I'll have to end it here, but with a promise that we can attend with you and we can explain to the world and interview you. Of course, beautiful photos. We can explain to the world about your project, your initiative, and tour with the national team with you and let the whole world see it.
I hope
Hopefully,
so.
inshallah.
I wish this come true. I can work with you now. Now means now.
Okay.
Till 28th of September, this current month. With one promise. we can change Egypt in 15 months.
And we're going to keep our word with you. We're going to be keeping your company and reflecting what you're going to do with your national team day by day or
Flag
week by day
national
with
team.
our episode on Windows and Current Affairs.
I wish so.
On another extension of this edition.
Every week
we're going
we can
to host
be there.
you. And with Mr. Yusuf, you are going to
Thank you.
reflect
And Miss
your
Hoda.
efforts.
Thank you,
And
Miss
Hoda
Where is
Saad,
the
of course.
female?
and all the teamwork
Thank you so
from
much,
Kaweder,
Where is the
please.
female?
It's been a great pleasure
Yes.
Thank you
having
very
And
much.
please
over
from
here.
Kaweder, I hope we not forget everybody from Kaweder,
Of course.
because without you we can do nothing.
Okay, let me end
Believe
one
me,
thing.
you are
Just
our
wait.
power.
We have to go because there is.
Yes.
We are
Thank you.
Globers, Globers
Thanks,
team.
everybody.
Right,
Globers team.
right. I really have to back and go because it's time for the news.
Globers,
Okay,
Kaweder.
thank you.
Right. Of course, we're going to have another part 2 of this episode, and to reflect the rest of your efforts.
But we will work together from now.
Hopefully, inshallah, you
Okay,
have my word.
let's work.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mr.
thank
Ashraaf
you.
Tolba. You are the founder of the initiative, the biggest national flag. And Mr. Yusuf Abdel Eder, you are also the initiative official abroad.
Thank you.
And best of luck to you guys.
Merci. To you
And
too.
Hoda Saad, best of luck to you also. You are the vice president of the initiative. My love and best wishes to you from where you're standing right now, where you are located. And until we see you again next week with Windows and Current Affairs, that's goodbye.